Okay, I already recorded this, and unfortunately I made a big mistake. And the mistake was that I was recording from different software and it wasn't recording properly. So I'm testing 8898D soldering station. And this is a new model with blue buttons and new display. New display is amazing actually, I really like it. So let me show it to you. I'll just demo, I already did this. So I already tested. So this is the heat gun. It works well. It has 1 degree increments. This is desired temperature and this is the achieved temperature. It sometimes overshoots a little bit and then starts dropping. It has 90 fan speeds from 10 to 99. So this is really wide range and really well adjustable. And when you put it into the base, it goes to sleep automatically. Don't turn it off, or don't unplug it, sorry, while it's cooling off. So the heat gun always needs to cool off so you don't destroy it. That goes pretty much for every SMD heat gun. Now the good thing about this one, even if you turn it off, it actually doesn't turn off. This is just a software click. It cools down anyways. So just don't unplug it while it's running. So that's one. I put in a tip. It doesn't want to focus. I put in my own copper tip. This is IS. I don't know how good the factory tip is. I'm going to leave that to the buyer, who is, by the way, Max 2232 or something like that. Now, the most important thing about the tips is when you turn on the soldering iron, it's going to immediately start heating it up. So the most important thing is to actually tin them properly. So actually I shouldn't have touched the solder, but never mind. So set it to roughly 350 degrees is fine. And just solder it as soon as, some people put some flux. Okay, there we go. Some flux on it. It is slowly rising the temperature. So right now it is set to 350 degrees. Starting to smoke, the flux is starting to smoke, which is fine. So as soon as it heats up, apply as much flux as you can. It's 345 degrees, it should start melting. Okay, there it is. So apply the solder generously, because if you don't do it now, it's never going to happen. Well, I'm sorry, with copper tips, okay, I did a pretty decent job just here a little bit. Okay, it's gonna catch. This is relatively decent solder tip. There we go. Okay, and then clean it off. I actually forgot to bring the sponge. So I'll let it cool off. And I'll show you what I'll be soldering. So what I'll be soldering is I'm going to be making one of those. Those are the ESP. This is probably 12F. I don't see it. But this is probably 12E or 12F. I'm going to be creating one of those. So I have a few here. I'm going to take one. Those are 07s, but it's still the same difference. Why I brought the other one is to make sure I orient them well. And I brought some relay board. I don't know what I was planning to use this for. That is, oh sorry, this is not, this is just a power supply. So, just to keep my pins, click, click, and the resistors go to the top. Oh, currently it doesn't matter which way I orient it in this one. Just move the soldering bar cable, the handle cable out of the way. Okay. And I'm gonna place it like so. So, have a mini holder. I'm just gonna, which one is easier? So I'm going to apply some solder paste or some flux. I need a bigger magnification for this. Okay, and we're gonna get ready. Okay, it's heating up. I need to wait for it to start melting. I should have brought a stand and sponge. Maybe a piece of paper towel to clean out the excess. Ah, that's why you don't do this. You don't usually do this. You do it with the... Okay. Now always solder such that you don't apply the tin to... So I'm gonna solder them diagonally, so stand still. So apply them to what you're soldering. I'm just gonna go in order. Now this soldering iron, I believe, sort of the soldering station, has the calibration, or you can just learn it by heart. I feel that these 350 degrees are a bit low. I believe this is more like 330, or maybe it's winter. And it's doing a really good job. Oh, maybe it's the really thin tip. So the thinner the tip, you need a higher temperature. The only downside of those tips is that they wear out. They're really good, they conduct heat really well. Tinning them is easy. They stay tinned. You can sand them, unlike any other tip where you destroy the coating. Those are basically solid copper throughout. And you're doing a good job. So there, a bit more. Really, I'm actually very satisfied with the job I've done here. It's a decent thing. Okay, so I'll try to show it on camera. Know how well it will be able to focus this close. Maybe not. It's trying. Obviously, the flux needs to be cleaned out. There we go, it focused on it. Okay, so what I'll do next is I'll place my ESP. This is the harder part. So I'll put some flux to make sure I don't burn myself. This specific flux is not sticky or not too sticky. So, and the board is already heated up. So I need to be very, very careful not to destroy it. I'll do the same trick of soldering one side and then the other. Turn my tip the proper direction. I'll do this guy. Not ideal. Not too bad, decent enough. The solder joint is a little dirty. That's because I didn't bring the sponge, which is a big mistake. This is a bit too much. Okay, there we go. There. 3. Okay, I'll just go in order now. 2. 3. 4. 5. I caught it here. I'm gonna burn myself. Oh, I have a ton of tin on my soldering iron. I think bring the sponges there. Okay, I need to remove some afterwards when I bring the sponge. Other than the first one, the others are relatively well done. Oh, nice. It's a pleasure to work with a good tip, good solder. It's really a pleasure to do things like this. For myself, tin there, there. And this is very much a pass. I screwed up the first one and the last one here a little bit, but other than that, it's all good. So I'll stop recording. Where do I stop recording?